Good morning, everyone. It's Greg. Welcome to Buckeye Freight Rail down here at the Miamisburg Depot. This is CSX line. They go pretty quick through here. So a lot of you guys like this place, so we're going to do it again. And we got a train coming. How about that? I think it's on M561. All right, I'm going to turn this thing around. All right, this is M561, Selkirk, New York to Cincinnati, and he is flying, coming at you. Booking M561, hauling some trash and some mixed freight. All right, folks, that's a good start. I think we got a couple more southbounds coming in the next couple hours, and we got a couple northbounders coming, I believe, too. So stay tuned. Let's do this. All right, gates going down. Got a southbound coming. The M558, Cincinnati to Willard, Ohio. And I see his headlight. And I hear him. And he's coming at you. right, that's M558 going to Willard, Ohio. I saw two Maryland Midlands on there, back to back, hooked up together. That's pretty cool. A couple of rolling relics. Thanks for watching. All right, gates going down. We got a northbound coming. I did not understand the symbol on this one. Looks like a rack crane. Could be M276. All right, regardless if that was M276 or M252, he's loaded and headed north. All right, we should get some more southbounds here. Stay tuned, guys. Gates are down. We got I-141 coming down, and he's coming at you. Okay, that was not I-141. We must have had something in front of him. All right, I'm trying to figure out what that was. By the way, that auto rack was M276. All right, let's do some more. All right, folks, we got M510 coming up East Cincinnati to Detroit, Michigan. Generally has some truck frames on here every now and then. Let's see what he's got today. Coming at you. There you go, M510, 390 axles. Had quite a few truck frames on there. You know, last year and earlier this year, you didn't hardly see a truck frame anymore. And now I'm seeing them daily. Somebody's selling trucks. All right. We're going to have I-141 coming from that direction, and he's got the New York Central on it, so stay tuned for that. All right, gates coming down. We got a southbound coming. This is CSX M507. And you've heard me talk about 506 runs Cincinnati to Willard or Walbridge. This is 507. I've never seen 507 before. I think they just started running it. M507, Walbridge to Cincinnati, Ohio. Either he's new or they've been running in the middle of the night. And he's just late today. I don't know. If anybody knows, bloop it in the comments. All right, still waiting on I-141. Thanks for watching. You know what that means? This is I-141 coming down. Pretty sure. Check out the front. The leading locomotive should be the Penn Central. No, New York Central, I'm sorry. There you go. I-141, a nice heritage on the front. Okay. Well, we got some good trains today. Got some fast trains today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and all your support. Appreciate it.